We're here with head coach Carolyn Condit for our weekly volleyball press conference. Coach, there was a lot of heart shown in both matches this week. Maybe the team wasn't at its best for every set, but it kept fighting and it got the job done. What does it say about this year's Redhawks?
Well, we don't know what our best is yet. We really don't. We just keep striving. And I think what it says is that we can find the grit and the determination and the actual teamwork and talent and take a huge step up within a match and get it done. It happened at Northern Illinois, and it happened again last night against a really fine Central Michigan team. Lots of grit, and we're just still learning to play with each other. We've had several lineups and several individuals getting back into lineups, and so it's just, anyone that knows volleyball knows you have to be able to trust and know each other's movements and quickness and who's going to talk, and to really have that great chemistry on the court. And that's what we're still striving for as individuals, return to the lineup. So I'm excited about what happened last night. It was great to be at home to play the team that was top in the MAC and still is. And they taught us a lot, and we just grinded it out until we got it done. And the bottom line is we believed we could get it done. And I think as we get better with our ball control and some of our connections, it's going to be an exciting last round for us in the MAC here as we go into the second round. What I really liked is the experience of Morgan, our junior setter, again, finding some great connections in the end of the fourth and the fifth set. Margaret Payne, all of our middles. Haley Stewart hit great. Avery's making herself available and then also hitting on the right side. Gabby Harper, amazing match. A lot of out-of-system balls she handled, and then she ends up putting some key balls away again when we really need her to in the last part of that match. I just think it's a great team effort. I mean, they outblocked us by, I believe, 2. They outdug us by 1. But when it came to timely blocks and timely connections, it really helped us take control of that fifth set and end on the fourth set with some really great momentum. So my assistant coaches had scouted some great information for our team, and our team utilized it to the best they could. But the bottom line is we just had to take care of ourselves, and we did that in the fourth and fifth set. So very pleased, and I think we have a lot ahead that we can really look forward to, but there will be no easy match in the MAC this year.
So we've reached the halfway point of the MAC with a 6-2 record and are currently third in the MAC race behind the 2 surprise teams of the league, CMU and Akron, who are both 7-1. Where do you assess Miami going into the second half of this MAC race and how they performed in the first half?
I think that we're starting to get into a groove a little bit, and some of our sophomores and freshmen that are helping, are certainly gaining some experience and getting more confidence as well. And I think overall with our passing and serving game, it's getting better. If that wasn't getting better, we probably wouldn't have won both matches this weekend. Maybe wouldn't have won either. So I think the serving and passing game for us has stabilized, and at points has really reached a higher level, and we need to continue to go in that direction. Those 2 things will make a difference on how much we can win and how well we do in the tournament. Overall, I like, our hitters getting more familiar with Louise, our sophomore setter. She's very talented, and she's learning a lot, and she's at times getting us on great rolls as a server back there. But, just to have her get this time and this experience and doing as well as she's doing, I think things are looking up for both our setters as we continue to run the 6-2 offense. So I'm very pleased with where we can go, and I think the bottom line is, again, serving and passing and us believing in ourselves. No matter what age, we just have to keep believing.
So you're on the road this week, starting with a Ball State team that's got a bit of a new look because they're one of the youngest teams in the league with 10 freshmen, several of which are playing big roles. And despite that, they are 5-3 in the MAC. So what can we expect from Ball State?
I think Ball State is always, well coached, and they have a really fine setter in Amber Seaman, their senior. They have a few upperclassmen. You can't miss those because they've got some great experience. But I haven't really seen enough of Ball State to give a full opinion on them. But I know they fight, and I know they have a tradition of winning there, and that's certainly on their side. And last year we had a fine year with several key freshmen in our lineup. So they know how to recruit, and I'm sure that with every game, her team's getting better. Sometimes when you have that young of a team and you're the underdog, it's a great role to be in because you don't put a lot of pressure on yourself and you just start excelling. And I see Ball State as possibly being that team and just grinding after their opponents, and their scores are close. You know, they've had some really good wins. So I know we have to go in and do our best, and we know as a team there will be no easy match in the MAC. I can't say that enough. So looking forward to see the Cardinals over there. It's always a lot of fun.
And then the week concludes with a match against Toledo. So while the results have not been there for the Rockets, they've been in nearly every match. And until we beat Central Michigan last Sunday, they had come the closest to beating the Chippewas, handing the Chippewas their first loss. So what will Toledo bring to the table?
You know, I think certainly they're in the underdog role as well. I mean, pretty young. And, you know, it's discouraging to lose consecutive matches, and they're in that role right now. But, you know, Jason's a good coach, and he's rebuilding a program. And so that makes them dangerous in my mind. I know he brings good athletes in, and he's got a couple nice returners. When we played them in Millett Hall last year, I thought they were really good. And I know they lost a number of seniors, but overall, when they get on track, as Akron has, I think they're going to be a very good team. And we're going to go in there, second match of the weekend, knowing we have to bring it. We have to be able to play as well as we do on Friday night or better. And I never think that Savage Hall is an easy place to play in either. It's a big place, and you have to get in there and really acclimate yourself and make it your own. And they play well at home. So not taking Toledo lightly, we can't afford to do that with any team. And I think both teams will give us a big battle, and we're just going to work hard to come home with two if at all possible.
All right, thank you, Coach, and good luck this week.
Thank you.